Abdullah's kicked high, it's hanging in the wind. It's collected, and the first charge out is by the Castleford Tigers in the shape of George Griffin. A whole host of blue shirts there to meet him. Westerman moves the ball to Miller. Miller tries to get Castleford moving out wide, and they've got the break on Rovers here. I don't think they'll have the pace, but Rovers have their line breached as Castleford went down that right-hand side, and now the scramble in defence from Rovers. Is it set? Castleford are moving the ball from right to left. Quick hands, it's with Turner. Turner is taken down by the tackle of Tom Opacek. He plays it. Castleford will move it to centre field, and Miller, delicate kick. Oh, and a score here, surely. No, Rovers have managed to get them and held them up. Tremendous defence from the Robins there. It's with Castleford close to the line. Marcus Griffiths calls tackle 5, virtually on that Rovers try line. They've gone to the edge. It's with Broadbent, but Castleford lose it. And it's a handover, it's a turnover. A mistake by the Tigers, so they've had 2 opportunities. Castleford will move it to centre field now. Miller moves it to Eden, who's joined the line. A gap out wide, but the pass can't find hands. It was Jordan Turner looking for Mahe Fanua, but at pace, unable to execute the pass, and Rovers survive, and the Rovers fans delighted with that. Slow play the ball. Rovers could have been offside there, but play goes on. Oh, and Kenny Edwards has broken the line. He's got Lachlan Coote inside of him. Miller has found the ball in his hands, but Abdul executes the tackle, but they broke Rovers defensively again there, the Tigers. Westerman puts it short to Lawler. Lawler with an opportunity to keep the ball alive. Not taken. It's on tackle 5. What will be the option? Will it be a kick option from Miller? That indeed is what has happened. Lachlan Coote's lost it, and Miller will get his own kick and go in. Marcus Griffiths has awarded the try without the need to go to Chris Kendall. And after making the positive start to the game, it's the Tigers who hit the front. 9.5 minutes played. They lead the Robins by 4-0 with an easy conversion to come. The ball was challenged for, and that was enough to put Lachlan Coote off, and well, Miller just picked up the bouncing ball and went in.
Number 7, Jacob Miller.
It's going to be McShane with the kicking duties for Castleford. The ball is played to McShane. It was a very slow play, the ball that, but the referee not happy with Rovers' interference again, so again the tackle counts white. Oh, and Jordan Abdul takes a stray boot there from Kenny Edwards. Edwards' legs was flailing at that play, the ball, and he caught Jordan Abdul. Oh, Castleford keeping the ball alive, and here's a burst of pace from Faraimo. He goes on the outside of Coote, but Rovers get back, and he's lost possession. But the ease that Castleford are breaking through will be of real concern here to Willie Peters. Thankfully, they've come up with a mistake of the Castleford Tigers. It was a little bit fortunate, but the juggle created space. Faraimo, well, yeah, he just simply lost possession, didn't he? No complaints from the Castleford side for that one. Last tackle in this set, says Marcus Griffiths. Abdul. It's the lofted kick. Rovers have got height. Rovers lost it. Rovers lost it. Unfortunately, it was Corey Hall who couldn't take that one in. It was quite well weighted, and well, Hall was first there, wasn't he? Had he caught it, he would surely have asked a question of that Castleford defensive line, but it wasn't to be on this occasion. And it's not the widest of fields, this, is it? So you have to be very crisp with your passing. Lewis stabs it through. The chase is Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall has got there for me. The video referee will be asked to check it. It's been given as a try on the field, but it looks as though Rovers have their opener in this game. It's going to be it's a 50-50. It's been sent up as a try, which will obviously benefit Rovers, but Chris Kendall is going to have the final say. No try. No try. Minchella to Lewis. Good ball out wide, finds Ryan Hall. Hall comes away from the touchline. Sensible penalty against the home side. So this is a good spell of pressure now for Rovers. They've got good field position and they've got 6 tackles ahead of them. There was a shot off the ball on Mikey Lewis, I think, which has been spotted by the officials. And then where it was late on Corey Hall as well, wasn't it? Abdul to Kane Lynette. Kane Lynette goes into the 10. And Castleford have had a man dispatched to the bin. Maybe it'll be Adam Milner. Is it? Or is it Liam Watts? Someone's gone. Yep, taken off the ball by Liam Watts. Looks as though there's a Rovers man going to need a head test. The ball will be fed into the scrum by Jesliton. It is with Lewis. Out wide it goes to Kenny Dowell. It's Kenny Dowell taken into touch. Rovers had time for 2 or 3 tackles there. I think they overplayed. Well, it was a long ball from Lewis. Sean Kenny Dowell was in a little bit of space, but the contact on him was good, and well, Castleford had 4 men against 1, didn't they? And Kenny Dowell had no chance. There goes the half-time hooter. And the good news for them is it is McShane who's going to be kicking the ball off, so both those guys have survived head knocks. The ball is pouched by Lewis. Abdul immediately back into the action with a high spiralling kick. Challenged for by 2. Knocked on by the Tigers. Great chase from Lachlan Coote. Greg Eden made the error. Miller has got lots of height on that. Pushed back by the Tigers. It's gone to the Castleford Tigers out wide. Opacek's racing across. He lost it and is in touch. It's no try for Fanua. One of 2 things, he's either in touch or he's bounced it. Yeah, definitely in touch. Don't think there was too much wrong with the grounding, so it's a good job Rovers did get across there. Tom Opacek with a try saver for me there. He plays it, moves it back to Miller. Miller is going to go high again. That's hanging. Lachlan Coote's there. Lachlan Coote's eyes never left the ball, and he's ducked under a couple of tackles. High shot. Mahe Fanua, the guilty party. I think he may have been going to ground Coote, but it was over the top of the head, wasn't it? Lachlan Coote keeps the ball moving. Castleford scramble and Rovers are just virtually 1 metre shy of that try line. Litton to Minchella. It's with Abdul. Rovers have got motion now. Lewis. Corey Hall! Yes! Corey Hall! Debut try for the Robins! The first time that Rovers have really moved the ball at pace out wide, and Corey Hall has provided the finish. Great finish it was as well by the youngster. Rovers trailed the Tigers by 6 points to 4, but it was important that they got the first points of this second half, and they have. When the ball was moved wide, Mikey Lewis just created some doubt in the Tigers' defence, and Corey Hall spotted a gap, had the pace to ghost between it. Left Castleford Tigers clutching at air. Yep. Good finish, Corey Hall. And he just dropped inside the field of play in the end, didn't he? Someone needs to go low. That was tremendous first drive from Matangi. Westerman, was that a shoulder charge? Yep. Kane Lynette with a shoulder charge. He may be in bother here, the Rovers man. Just a penalty. Castleford fine touch. There'll be a kick in behind, will it, from Miller? No, they're keeping the ball alive to Lawler. Lawler will go to the floor. That's tackle 5. Rovers need to be really switched on here. Well, they've gone for the 1 point. It was an option and they've taken it. Jacob Miller. 18 minutes gone in the second half. He puts Castleford back into the lead by a solitary point. Abdul, has he got his angles right? Yes, he has. Great restart from Jordan Abdul. And it would really pop Castleford's bubble if Rovers went in again here after just regaining the lead. Minchella to the big man Kennedy. Kennedy just needs to hold that one and not push the pass. Still some tackles remaining for Rovers. Parcell reaches over and scores for Rovers. Just over the quarter mark remaining. Matty Parcell goes in for the Robins second. Rovers lead this game by 10 points to 7. An immediate response to that Miller drop goal. And for the first time in this game, the Robins have the lead. It's favourable kicking position for Coote as well. Reece Kennedy just needs to be told, hold the ball there. He had his back and that sometimes encourages the offload. Abdul has kicked. Will it bounce? Oh, it's got a chance. Oh, what a kick! What a kick from Abdul. That is unbelievable. Jordan Abdul's left foot has smashed Rovers down into the Castleford 10-metre zone. Big moment of the game this. George King drives for the line. If Rovers score again here, it would really put them in a strong position. Play the ball 10 metres from halfway. Miller dummies and goes. Have Rovers got numbers across? Jordan Abdul certainly there. They've stayed in the field of play of the Castleford Tigers. No, oh, Dean Hadley was silly then. And Rovers have lost it. Well, there was a silly challenge on the kicker for starters. May have been George King or Dean Hadley, one of the two. It was Dean Hadley, and Castleford now with an opportunity to have a crack at that Rovers line. They'll send some big artillery our way here. Abdul, will it be a kick option? Pops it up for King. King comes in. That's tackle 5 for the Robins. They've taken the play right down to the 10-metre line of Castleford. Abdul to Corey Hall. Oh, Corey Hall loses it. Oh, it just squirmed from his grasp. He was in, wasn't he? That could have been 6 again, but it's ignored. Last tackle. Kennedy off, Minchella back on is the latest interchange by Willie Peters. You can see that Adam Milner's going to return for Castleford. Brett Delaney is running on with messages to the Rovers players. Lachlan Coote's going to have to go off for a headset, so that's practically his race run, isn't it, with only 11 minutes, 7 seconds remaining. Eventually held is called. Need to watch McShane doesn't scoot here. Miller pushes it wide. Rovers scramble, now they've put it down. Mikey Lewis celebrates. Jordan Turner with the mistake. Rovers have just got to keep the shape and defend into the final 20 seconds. They've put it down! Rovers are going to take the 2 points. It's been a battle and a half, this one, but Hull Kingston Rovers' second half performance has seen them home. They have defeated the Castleford Tigers by 12 points to 7.